Guys, I woke up with a horrible headache. I bet the first person, it's open. True, it's open. Shut up, cat. How long is this gonna take? How long is it gonna take before people start showing up? This is what gets irritating with YouTube. Oh, hey, there's people here. Hey, guys. Hang on a second. Morning. Morning. Oh, shit. What's going on here? What's going on, guys? No joke, the title was not clickbait. I have got like the worst. Look at all these fruit flies in my fly trap that are just stuck. You should see how many are in the wine. Because this wine is, the wine box that you guys sit on, that wine is old. Do you guys remember the cooking video where I made the sauce, cooking with Mike and Isabel? You guys remember that? When I made that sauce for when Nico and Bridget came? Same wine. I know there's a lot of people just think I'm drunk all the time, that I'm always on that Milwaukee sake. But the fact is, I didn't even finish this box of wine. And the fucking beer that's in the refrigerator's been there for weeks. Oh, but I woke up and I have the worst fucking headache. I have a migraine. Everything's loud, everything's bright. And I was like, why the fuck does my head hurt? And then I got thinking about it. I was like, you've had 1 cup of coffee in 3 days. 2 and 2 together. It's fucking caffeine withdrawal. Because I've got like very little coffee in my system right now. And I already feel better. I had a half a cup yesterday. There was like that much coffee in my cup yesterday. Or day before. Wait, what day did I do the live feed? So whenever I did the live feed, that was the last time I had coffee. Oh, sake's good. Let's see here, Pleasant Grove, Utah, Bradley, is that you? Bradley, did you send me your knife? Because I know you paid me. Morning, Tammy. So, yeah, I'm real sure that I've had half of this cup of coffee, and my headache already is going away. So I talked to Taz's World. He's going to pay for shipping, so we won't have to do a redraw of the knife. So because he is down in Australia. So, guys, I watched a video, and I sent it to my sister sent me a video. I found a picture about, all right, refresh my memory, sis. I can't remember the name of the plant. They call it the suicide bush. And it's like nettles on fucking steroids. I'd never seen anything like that. I didn't even know that was a thing. But no, guys, like, it's weird. I've talked to a few friends. We apparently here in San Diego are having a fucking fruit fly invasion. They are everywhere. There's like 60 fruit flies all across the surface of this. I don't know what they're coming in the house for. The cat's food gets put away. The dog's food is sealed up. I don't have any fruit out on the counter. I clean the sink really good. There's no like food laying out. I don't know what is drawing them in the house. I take any food trash goes out in the trash can, the curbside trash can at the end of the day. I don't know what's drawing them in or where they're fucking coming from. I thought maybe they were maybe the dishwasher had gotten some food or something down in it and they were in the dishwasher. Nope, the dishwasher's clean. So guys, what the fuck can I do about these fruit flies? Because I don't like spraying this around with the dog and the cat in the house. I mean, occasionally, if I'm using a lot of ventilation, if we got like mosquitoes and shit like that, I'll spray certain areas, but then I can't spray the whole fucking, I mean, they're everywhere. They're in my bedroom. There are fruit flies literally everywhere. No, I've went through our pantry. I went through our dry goods. I went through everything. And because this is all dry goods. This cabinet over here, I'll show you. Hang on. that cabinet right there, this is like our pantry. It's all canned or sealed or powders. We don't put anything in here that, oh, I gotta fucking pick that trash bag. So there's nothing in here that should be doing it. It's all sealed. I don't know, guys. I don't know. And I got a pretty sensitive nose. If I had something that was going bad in the house, I'd be able to smell it. I don't smell anything that's going bad. I don't have any fruit here at the house. I do have garlic, but you know, I have a thing of garlic and it's fairly fresh. Bugs usually don't like garlic, so I don't think it's the garlic. I'll throw it away just in case. It's a little dried up. Pull this trash bag out, put it in the kitchen trash. Didn't do it. Then again, the other thing too is we've had a ton of rain this year. It's kind of out of character, the amount of rain we've had. So, guys, still available. If no one wants to buy this knife, I'm gonna take it to my friend Chris, and Chris is gonna raffle it. So this is that Hornet that I made. So if anybody is interested in it, I have it. It's available. I'm gonna get it sharpened up this weekend, and probably, well, I might sharpen it today. And it's probably gonna go off to Cerberus Knives to be raffled off. So where's everyone going? 12, 8 people here. So that could be the algorithm. YouTube has been weird. Have you guys been having a hard time like watching videos and stuff? YouTube, Instagram too. Instagram was weird yesterday. There was a guy that was doing a live feed. I tried to watch it. He had to start that live feed like 6 times. Every time he'd try it, there was no audio. I had the same thing. I did a live feed yesterday, and there was no audio at first. Yeah, I saw that, Jeremy. You sent me that. Yeah, it's available, Larry. It's 600. Not about this many. But like it's fluctuating. It's weird. So what's happening is it's going from 11 to 8 to 7 to 10. I don't think it's an accurate number. This one came out, the handles came out about as perfect as I could have hoped, considering I had to flatten this material by hand. Remember me talking about having to take the material down? But yeah, so this one's going for 6. That's what I'm asking for it. But if I don't get that, I'm just gonna send it off and have Chris at Cerberus Knives fucking raffle it. Could get more than 6 out of it. I told him if we get 6, I'll give him 100 just for doing the raffle. 'Cause 500 is better than nothing. So, yeah, guys, I worked until about 8 o'clock last night. I had some stuff show up in the post. I got pretty much everything done. There's one box in there that has some stuff that needs done to it. Hang on a second, guys. We got mosquitoes bad too. I'm getting chewed up, like even here in the kitchen. Spinning for a while. So are you guys having a hard time with this? I can go in the living room where I have better signal. It's just I was trying to do a couple things out here, but okay, I'm going in the living room. We'll just relocate to the better. Give me a second. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I'm just gonna check and see, because I have 3 different Wi-Fi networks in the house now. One of them is stronger in one room than the other, so give me a second. Is that better? All right, well, I want to sit down anyway. I've got a fucking headache. I'll be right back. Guys, I've actually lost a little bit of weight. Not a lot, and I'm very sure I'll find it again. Maybe. Oh, you're looking at the ceiling. You're on my footstool. You tell? So, is that better? Did it stop spinning? Okay. Come on. Oh, come on. This is why it's fun to do a live feed in the living room. I can bring Cayenne with me. Hi, sweetie. So, no, that fixed, the custom is, you've got bad breath. Really bad. Your eye isn't getting any better. I gotta make an appointment. So the other day when she got sprayed, she rubbed her face on the concrete and just rubbed the skin off of her face, and it's just not wanting to heal. It's all rough. She keeps scratching it. It feels like it's got a pimply thing in there. So I think she might have gotten something in it right there. So. Well, this is a good doggo too. She's sweet. So yeah, I talked to Chris from Cerberus Knives yesterday. He might be coming. Where are you going? Hey, you're heavy. You're not a lap dog anymore, sweetie. So, oh no, you've got ass breath. Get away. I don't know how they installed a rectum under your nose, but they did. Rectum? Damn near killed him. Oh shit. Okay, you gotta lay down. Lay down there. No, that's not what I want. Get out of my lap. What? I can't. Cayenne, you're heavy. Can you roll over a little bit and get over here where your pillow is? Come on, hey. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want from me? Ah! Sorry about that, guys. Had to be done. Could not avoid it. No, quit. Oh, come on. This is a bad idea. Your breath is bad. Go get your toy. Go play. Here. Nice catch. That doesn't mean I want to play fetch. Go away. Sorry, guys. Brief intermission. So if this headache does go away, I will go to the forge today. I got tools in for a Microtech sigil that I have to work on, and I really want to work on it. But the flip side is, I'm not gonna go, and because I've been feeling like I'm about half sick for a few days. Like I was telling my sister about this. I don't think she's here yet. I told her I was doing a live feed. We were talking. I've been like since the wife and kid left. I thought it was something I had eat. I ate like the day before they left. We went to Costco and I ate, and I started getting sick, and I threw up. And then I've had diarrhea on and off, and I just haven't felt good at all this week. And then last night I worked till about 8, and when I got done, I was like, I just don't feel good. And I don't think it was the heat because I drank enough fluids. I think I drank enough. I told my mom, I was like, I think I just overheated and didn't drink enough fluids. But I got to thinking back on it. Who tumbled down? What you talking about? But I haven't felt great. And if I'm not feeling good, I don't think I'm going to go and hang out at the shop. I would love to. If it depends. If Chris comes down from Orange, if he comes down from Anaheim area, I'm definitely gonna go, and I told him he could crash here. But yeah, it's been weird. I just don't feel like everything I eat. I don't feel good when I eat. I've had the shits on and off, and it's just, I don't know if it's just the heat or something I did eat, or I don't know. So what I did do was the water filter. I thought, it could be a waterborne, like amoebic dysentery kind of thing. So I took the the water pitcher that we use, and I cleaned it out real good, and I changed the filter, and got rid of fucking any old, you know, liquids and stuff that was in the refrigerator. And so I don't know if maybe I got it. But see, the only thing I used that, oh, the cat's throwing up. Gotta love having a cat. I'm gonna do a video about it, Chase. I'm gonna do a video about stone maintenance. But what's your question? Yeah, clean that shit up. Because unlike most dogs, she won't eat the cat vomit. I mean, I'm kind of cool with it because then she'd eat the cat vomit and come lick my face. But it would be nice if I just didn't have to clean that shit up that I just heard the cat drop off right next to the couch. This cat, every morning, she gets fed and then she kind of like gorges herself. It's the weirdest thing. So I just fed her. She just threw up. I'm gonna have to feed her again, and then she'll be okay. And then I mean, it's like a morning ritual. We have to clean up cat vomit like every morning after the cat eats. And I try to get her outside. No, hey, psst, psst. Hang on, Tiger. Tiger, come on, come here. Well, here's the thing, Chase. Either way, you're gonna remove the same amount of material, right? You're gonna remove the same amount of material either way. If you do it often, if you don't use your stones often, you don't have to do it as often. But what it comes down to is, just like I said with the sharpen often, sharpen a little, sharpen often about kitchen knives, it's kind of the same thing. Do you want to have to spend 30 minutes flattening stones before? Or do you want to spend a couple minutes after? Okay, I sharpened a bunch of stuff. Let me just put a fucking grid mark. Let me put a grid pattern on my stone, hit it with the flattening stone, see if I got it flat, see if it really needs to be flattened, because you'll see real quick. And, you know, I sharpen a lot. I have to flatten my stones off. I flatten my stones like 3 times a week. But you won't, like, unless you've put gouges or scored stuff and, well, hello. Unless you put scratches or big, deep score marks or stuff in your stone, then you shouldn't really have to worry about it every time. But, I mean, it's up to you. Do you want to have to just... That's the... Morning, Robert. So, I mean, it's a personal preference thing. I prefer not to have my stones dished out too bad. Those aluminum oxide stones you saw yesterday that I had to flatten were really bad. And that's when I realized that once I flattened that 1,000 grit stone, it started to just come apart. So I have to order 1,000 grit aluminum oxide. Nice thing is I have 2 different 1,000 grit diamond stones that I could use in its place. I don't like using the diamond matrix stones on softer steels, like S35VN is about the limit. Anything below S35VN, and even depending, like, I don't use it on my Sebenza because the Sebenza is a good bit softer than, say, the S35VN that we uses in some of the other stuff. But, you know, it just depends on what you want to do. I mean, you're gonna wear out that stone eventually anyway. Sometimes it is better. But one of the things you can do to minimize that is, if you're freehand sharpening and you have a fairly large stone, you can use other parts of the stone instead of just the center. You can use I don't, because I use those narrow edge pro stones because I know how much I'm using. I know there's a limit to how big of a knife I can sharpen on that too. But, so somebody asked me, the gent, not the gent, what do you think of the Ferrum Forge Lackey? I'm really excited about that one myself. It's fucking nice. That's one of those things. You guys know I'm in a non-disclosure with Ferrum Forge. I've played with those prototypes of the Lackeys for months. They've been on the desk for 6-8 months. I've known about that knife. It just didn't have a name yet. It was just prototype Necker. It's like a fixed blade gent. It's an incredibly nice knife for a very reasonable price. Yeah, that's a WE fixed blade in D2. I may go up and help today and segregate boxes and things like that. I mean, I think that it's pretty much all done. Because our friend Ashton was helping with soft loops and things like that. Hey, speaking of Ashton, I've just been busy with so much stuff. I told Elliot I would help with the lackeys, but I've been busy with family stuff and stuff like that. So I just haven't had a chance. I feel bad. I told Elliot I would, as Chris is on his honeymoon, and so I was like, yeah, I'll come up, but I've just, like I said, just been busy. I mean, it is very, if you like the folder, you will like the lackey. No, they're not. They are made by We, distributed from Elliot's house. Yeah, from Elliot's shop. They are not, he did not produce those. That is a Ferrum Forge, like a Pro line. It's a Ferrum Forge design. He did not make those. I mean, he's handling the QA. He's handling any warranty stuff. Ashton put all those soft loops together and putting them in the boxes with the knives so that it's either neck or waist carry. It's just another production. That's how they were able to get. If Elliot made those knives, you wouldn't be able to afford them. Really, you wouldn't. That would push the price up. Like if Elliot had ground those knives and done them in house, they'd be a fucking $350 knife. They're coming from them. They're not made by them. It's not a mass drop item. It's going to be at like Blade HQ. It's by them, but not made by them. It's the same as the Fortis 2.0, the Archbishop 2.0, the one that's going to be coming out soon that I can't tell you about, that's gorgeous because, yeah, it's a Pro line series. And I mean, they could wind up on mass drop eventually. I mean, that's how stuff like that winds up, you know. I'd love to see the Hornets wind up on mass drop sometime. That'd be cool. But no, it's just a nice little fix. It's a very nice little necker knife. Hey, speaking of neck knives, I have 3 that are available. If anybody wants them, I'll change colors, the secondary color ceramic from black to turquoise to something else if you want. But I mean, it's going to cost because it's more work. Well, Sebenza 21's not a flashy thing. Like I keep saying, it is elegant simplicity. It is a knife that you put in your pocket and you just remember you have an amazing work knife. You have a good all-around knife. It's not flashy, it's not fancy, it's not man jewelry. You can get Sebenza 21s that are like that. You can get the highly engraved, detailed, inlaid stuff. And it's just, you know, they're awesome. But mine's a bare bones one. I just happen to make it pretty. No. But here's the thing. I got news for you. I have a lot of really fucking fancy knives. You know the knife I grab when I know I'm going to have to do a bunch of work? Is my fucking Sebenza, and the other one's my NTAC. But the Sebenza usually fits the bill a little bit better because it's a thinner edge. Speaking of which, I haven't carried my NTAC in a while. Oh, I'm going to warn you guys, September 5th, my mother is going to be here. So I imagine that the month of September, there's not going to be a lot of content. Just a heads up, and there might be delays. I have not seen my mother since before my father died because I was not able to make it to the funeral. So she's going to be out here. There's a lot of stuff she wants to do. I'm just going to say, fuck it. We're going to do it. So, hey, Michael. So I would be inclined to say September is not going to be a very content heavy month. I'm going to work, but you know, my mom's getting old, so she's not going to want to run around all the time. So I'll be here. She'll probably be here too. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. Let's go. I want to do something. Let's go grab my knife case. I'm kind of frustrated too. I don't know where it's happened, but I've had two of my really high-end knives, my fucking real, no joke Ferrum Forge knives, in the last couple months that have gotten really fucked up. Happened with my Archbishop. I think I know what happened with that. I'm not, but so I've set a rule. I'm not taking my knife case anywhere and let anybody fuck with shit just unattended. Like if they want to see one of my knives, I'm gonna let them, because the reasoning B is I went and got this. This one was all kinds of chipped and screwed up, and I put a new edge on it. And the reason it upsets me is it's not because it's just if I'm sharpening my own stuff, I'm spending money. I'm not making money, I'm spending money. So my stuff, I try not to, I try to do as much in the way of maintaining edges without actually having to sharpen. So, but this one that I just refinished, I had taken this knife case somewhere and someone was messing with it. I don't remember who it was. And they knocked the tip off of it. And then there was all kinds of like edge chipping all the way down the edge. Just looked like somebody went like this on something. But then the flip side of it is on the spine here is a nick. Now, a lot of people are like, what's the big deal? Who gives a fuck? You know, you always talk about using your knives. There's an exception to that. And it is this knife. This knife, for two reasons. One, this was a gift from my buddy Nico. Two, this blade finish is the original shined finish that is like a really polished stone wash. That is a stone wash. If you look at it, you can still see there's like, if you see it in person, you can see that it's been tumbled, but it's polished. You can't duplicate this. There was 10 of these blades that got tumbled like that. Now there's 9 because there was a guy that bought one, sent it in, and had the boys do a different finish on it. So now there's only 9. I think the other 7 or 8 our friend Luke Albert owns. So now you didn't get this one. This is different. You got this. There's a definite difference between that right here, which is dirty. That's why it's not as shiny. There's a definite difference between that and that. This was tumbled in synthetic sapphire balls. This was tumbled in ceramic rods. You cannot do this finish again. It doesn't happen. It was a one-time thing. There was 10 of them, and it was like a one-off deal. And so this is my only non-user. This is the knife that, like, I'll carry it, but I always have another knife. This is just because I love to carry this knife. Yeah, sapphire balls. As opposed to chocolate salty balls. But, I mean, you can see there's a definite... I mean, they're similar. So, I'm like, you know, this one just... Because, like I said, I can't duplicate that finish. And it's fucking one of, like, 9 blades that had that finish. And I guarantee one of them is wrecked. Because I know who owns it. And it gets used all the time. Now, I will say that this finish... it's hard to scratch because it's so smooth. It's not a safe queen. It gets carried. It just does not get any hard use. Like if there's anything I've got to cut, it is so sharp right now too, guys. But this is like, this has a sentimental value, but I had to, like I said, you can see that the shape's a little bit off. at the tip, and then there's a nick. That nick just it's just like, you ever have like a tiny little scratch in your sunglasses and it's just off? It's not like dead center, but it's just off, but it still bothers you. I don't think this happened at the forge. I don't remember. I was somewhere and someone was messing with my knives, and I can't remember if it was my friend Darren's house or if it was where it was, but somebody was messing with my knife case. It wasn't at the forge. This was, no, not this one. This one, yeah. This one, I can make it look just like it did. No, this thing is dirty. Because this got some good heavy use here the other day. My Mordax got put through some paces. But it's just, oh man, that is so sharp. I resharpened it. So smooth. This might wind up getting buoyed. I have not decided. This might wind up having a buoy profile. And I haven't decided if I'm going to do it myself or if I'm going to ask Elliot to help me. I prefer the NTAC because of the size. It's just about a perfect size for a nice little carry knife. It's a great little knife to have in your pocket, to have a, I love, this is still probably, I think this is probably my favorite Ferrum Forge knife to date. So, I mean, the blade needs, blade needs cleaned up real good and tumbled. But, sorry guys, I said I don't feel good. Oh, but the reason I went to go get the case was comparing NTAC to Sebenza, and you can kind of see where I'm going with this. I have a distinct preference in blade shape. And so the things that I really like and really speak to me are all pretty similar in shape and functionality. This needs sharpened severely bad. It is completely, this got used as well real hard. It's got a dead spot from here to here that I can just see that the edge is just completely, as my friend loves to say, my British friend, it's completely knackered, mate. I love that phrase. It's just funny. It just makes me giggle every time I hear him say it. I got a friend that I met on the ship. He was training with the SEALs. He was doing like, I don't know if you guys know this, the SEALs and the British SAS, they do a lot of cross training. And so I made friends with a guy on my first boat, on my first ship, that was British SAS, and we've stayed in touch over the years. I actually went to England and visited, met him, and hung out, got drunk in England with him. It was before I met my wife. I was on shore duty, and I took leave and went to England. But yeah, I talked to him, and he's like, I was telling he retired. He was talking about his car, and I was like, what's the matter with it? And he goes, so mate, the fucking engine's completely knackered. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And he told me, he's like, okay, I'll put it in American English for you. Bro, the go parts are completely fucked. And I was like, okay. Is it still the factory edge? The go parts are completely fucked. I was like, okay, I got you. Now I understand. And he calls constantly. He was like, he called me, he FaceTimed me. He's like, I can't talk very long. I had to go get some petrol. It's been sharpened a few times. I don't know. I've had a couple nights. It might have just, I don't know how you sharpen it. You might put too thin of an angle on it. S35 VN will roll off and chip if you get that edge too thin. 20 CV won't though. God, I love this knife. This is why I don't own an Archbishop 2.0. As much as I like them, I'm like, I don't need it. Okay. So I know Luke watches these sometimes. So Luke, I'm not picking on you, Luke. Our friend Luke Albert has got multiple copies of so many Ferrum Forge knives. It's like, I'm like, why so many? And I think, I mean, it's an investment. I mean, eventually there's going to come a time where either Elliot's knives aren't worth anything, or they're worth way more because you just can't get them. Because, like I said, there was only 200 of these, and this is the only one like it. This is the only one like this. Speaking of which, I need to refinish the pocket clip. So, you know, it's one of those things. Approximate idea how long it takes boys to manufacture a new Archie lock scale. Oh, it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while because they have got to do it in a batch. I don't want to try and pull any punches because they got to eat the cost of that. That's under warranty, I believe. I think, are they going to give you a warranty on that? Because if it's under warranty, they have to pay for that part. And if they do it solo, just one piece, holy shit, dude. Everybody's like, I don't know if you guys know this. Small batch, yeah. So that means they're going to eat the cost on that. So small batch manufacturing is prohibitively expensive. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. They don't actually, like, people think about, oh, they don't make that much money. Most of it goes back in the business. So if they have to pay for that themselves, it's coming out of their payroll because there's no other wiggle room in a budget. So what they probably will do is they are probably, I know that they're working on another knife. They're probably going to nest that in a piece of steel, have it milled out as an individual, or maybe get 2 or 3. But to do 2 or 3, it's crazy expensive. And so they have to look, you know. Plus the thing is, I hang out at Elliot's all the time, and I'm going to tell you right now, because I'm not supposed to talk to you guys about how long stuff is done, but I'm gonna let you in on a little piece. Your knife showed up. That's great. Your knife is there. How many other warranty items are in front of you? They've got 5,000 knives out in the world that they built in that shop, if not more. Plus all the warranty work and all the modifications for Fortis 2.0, Archbishop 2.0. And so you got to figure, yeah, your knife got there, but how many things are in front? It's like when you send me knives for sharpening, people are like, well, I said, you got it like 3 days ago, it's not done. I'm like, bro, you sent it to me during a busy period where I've got, your stuff showed up, but I got like fucking 80 knives in front of yours. That was fucking Blade Show week. That was great. You started on my knife yet? Bro, I haven't even opened a fucking box yet. I mean, because here's the thing. Warranty stuff takes a back seat to everything else that happens in the shop. So if you're sending your stuff in for warranty work, God only knows, you know? I think they had something set up where they were going to try and do one warranty item every day, if possible. At least one warranty item, but that doesn't, you know, God only knows how long it'll take. I've sent stuff in for warranty and had it be months and months. Not Ferrum Forge. A lot of times I'll bring it in. Elliot, here's the thing. Elliot a lot of times will just take a minute and fix, all of my stuff's usually small issue items. I had one, well, case in point, I had a cracked lock bar on this. It took 4 or 5 months before I got this back, I want to say. It was there for a long time. And it's just that, you know. It's like, this is great. I still have to make scale for that. I have to make scales for that. And then, but he's like, but the flip side is, you know, Aaron's, how long did you send it? Well, I mean, if you, I don't want to. I don't want to sound like I'm marketing and trying to make money for Elliot, but if, like I say, if you pay, like, hey, I'll pay for the scale, that probably would expedite it. But you know, you got free, you got quick. Free, quick, and good. Pick two, because you can't have both. Well, yeah, it's like I said. You got to remember, warranty work always has to take a back seat, especially if you're doing it for free, because you got to pay the bills first. So, guys, I'm sick. Sick. This sucks. See how I feel a little bit later, but I'm pretty sure I've either got a very bad case of allergies or I'm sick, because I don't feel well. That headache is just not. That I can't breathe. Yeah. I mean, I took this in and Elliot got it done for me, but the only thing was I just had to have a stop pin change. I just need a new stop pin. And so mine didn't even really have to be modified too much. It was just a quick little, take a little bit of material out there and then put it in and make sure that the lockup's good. It was a really quick fix. I did it myself on my NTAC, and he told me, he's like, you know how to do it. You've done it before. And I was like, yeah, it's on this. Not on something that's, you know, something like this where, I mean, this is the last, and that was the thing. I was like, I had the second to last viable Master Blaster blade and handles. And then I think they found some more, but that was, I was like, yeah, I can't replace this. It's a lot like the Archbishop. This, the finish and things on it though, I know I can redo. But I love this knife. This is probably the most utilitarian knife I own. This thing is just about perfect. You know what? I haven't carried it in a while. Let's put everything else back. I haven't carried my Master Blaster in a while. God. So told Elliot he missed a perfect chance to turn one of these into a bird of prey, because it just looks like a predatory bird. Its eye, it looks like a raven or a hawk. It looks like a hawk. That's what I was thinking. It looks like a Seahawks logo. That's what it looks like. It looks like the goddamn Seahawks logo. Now I don't like it. Gotta throw that fucking thing away. I'm just kidding. So, well, I hope everyone's enjoying their summer vacation. I'm going to grab those tools. See if I can't get rid of this thrumming, pounding in my head. And see if I can't get some work done today up at the forge. If not, I mean, it just depends. I really don't feel well. So, just depends. What's everybody else got going on? I'm gonna cut this here in just a minute. I was only gonna do a 30-minute, but I just want to make enough money to afford the lifestyle my wife and kid live. That's all I'm trying to do. I just want the same lifestyle they got. I don't know. No one's just offering me free money. No one's just throwing it out there for me. Yeah, Public Service Clearinghouse keeps telling me they are, but they ain't come through on that shit yet. God, this is so smooth. It's just, you gotta jiggle it, but. So, well, guys, I'm out of here. Yeah, right. No shit. I just don't want to live under an overpass. So, see, I might drive some Lyft this week. If things don't pick up, I'll just drive Lyft for a few days. It's summer. Should be pretty easy. Go hang out near SeaWorld, fucking any of the attractions. You should get fucking rides all over the place. So, yeah, I don't know. Could be allergies, could be anything. Guys, do me a favor. If you like it, drop a like. If you want to help support my daughter's ice skating, Fucking, there's a link in the bottom of a lot of the videos. I will talk to you all later. I'm out of here. It's been long enough. See you later.